So the trail itself has a local legend. Some of the people say that there's a specter here that you will encounter either early morning or late evening. So the legend goes, there's a ghost on the trail, and you either encounter him or her in the morning or evening. So we'll see if we encounter that specter. But mainly we're here for the view, not the ghost. And it's best to come here in the morning, beat the crowd, because there's a lot of crowd that do flock in this area. We're just gonna take a nice easy pace and enjoy the view. Morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Oh, that's a gorgeous view. Morning. Thank you.
Keep it like this. With his toes.
Morning.
Good morning.
I'll go away.
Oh, thanks. I just can go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The shifting of the stone. So this one basically talks about Moro rock. So granite describes something harder and changing, yet bit by bit the mass of the granite that forms tomorrow splits like layers of onion. So each section detached. When the layer peels off, it frees the granite below with a huge weight. Next layer may in turn expand and separate from the parent rock. This exfoliation shrinks more rock, making it smaller than it was that time in the past. So next time you come here, it might not be as thick as it is today. Look at that thing. Gorgeous. Now we're gonna go to the top. Imagine if your house is like this high and this set of stairs. And man, nobody can rob you. It's just beautiful. Beautiful place to go and visit. Next on my bucket list would be Lassen National Park. I think those are moles or something. Oh man, look at that. It's just perfect. Beautiful day, beautiful hike. It does get crowded in the afternoon, so I highly suggest coming here in the morning. Ooh. Gotta use my stick. There we go. Okay, guys. Imagine this trail packed with tourists. It mainly happens in the afternoon. It does happen, especially at Yosemite. Oh man, Yosemite does get packed. Tourists and locals Good luck. The reason why I'm wearing this mask, because of the pandemic. COVID-19 really took a toll in the nation, so you gotta make sure you don't get infected. Still early in the morning. That's why the fog is so thick. I'm gonna hurry up and go to the top because this is the prime spot that tourists go for. The top of Moro Rock. Kind of like if you're in kind of like Yosemite Park, where people go for Half Dome, and that's kind of like the prime tourist attraction. Oh, I didn't realize there's still more. More trails. More steps. Okay, now here it's kind of tricky. Okay, the switch back is going to be here on the right. Whew. I feel like I'm a stormtrooper wearing a stormtrooper mask. Kind of sounds like a stormtrooper. Look, I am not your father. So lightning strikes do take place in this area, like the warning sign, and there are people that did die in the past. Whew. This just talks about forests from fire. So even though, let's say, there's a forest fire, life do go back. It does grow back. So it's just like a little tidbit. Changing scenes, changing sound. 1925, you cannot have seen dramatic zigzag in the General Highway. It wasn't there before. Visitors came up one-way road 2 canyons further northwest. Cars would make steep drive uphill in the morning and downhill in the afternoon. By 1925, visitors on the rock could see and hear traffic on the General Highway. Can you hear it? Whether you think it's a sound or a noise, it's up to you. So that's just a general information about the area. So General Highway is over there yonder. It's a zigzag all the way coming here. It's quite a drive. I'm gonna give you guys some time to look at the surroundings. Mind you, this area, lightning strikes did kill people in the past, and the weather is unpredictable on certain seasons. So we'll just see a couple of postings warning people to be cautious when hiking to Moro Rock. So this one talks about life in the zones. Notice the varied color texture of the slopes. They indicate elevation bands called life zones. So it talks about this. So I'll give you guys some chance to read it. So that's Mount Stewart, Lawson, Kauai Queen, Black Kauai, and then Lipton Mountain on the right. And then Picas, those little small mouse things, lives around the area. I wonder if they base Pikachu on this thing. Sounds like it. So here is the very end of the trail. Oh, almost lost my footing. Good thing there's a railing. Restoring dark skies. Daytime views from here reach miles into the wilderness at night. You can see further in the dark. Universe reveals itself in uncountable stars. For protect dark skies for nocturnal animals who need darkness to live, and their usual wildlife who seek safety in the night. So let's see now. This one is a filtered image of the late night view to the west. Moro Rock show the sources of artificial light. Cities in San Joaquin Valley and Los Angeles emit the most light, red. So Fresno, purple red. Visalia, Fresno is 60 miles from here, so it's emitting light. The light pollution at nighttime is that shows the color. So basically, red is the most light. Los Angeles, Bakersfield, Porterville, Visalia, 34 miles, and then Fresno is the most light pollution you'll see at nighttime. Or by the device that we're using. So again, to recap, we are here at Moro Rock, October 6th, 2020. Some of the national parks in California are open to the public, some are closed. And I'm wearing a mask to prevent getting contaminated with the air pollution because there's a lot of forest fire around the area. Tahoe was hit by forest fire, Mono County, and then Napa Valley. So it's still not yet over. And the COVID-19 pandemic, it's still not over. So, but the parks are open, semi-open. Limited people are coming in. You do have to wear a mask, um, but I don't think they're forcing people that doesn't want to wear a mask to wear a mask because I keep seeing people without it. To each their own. So right here I got 3 sets of keys. I bought it from a blacksmith because to me it has a metaphysical meaning. Spiritual, physical, and mental. So kind of like your spiritual well-being, your physical well-being, and your mental. So it's kind of like a little kind of like a mindset, kind of like belief system I have. So spiritual, mental, physical. So that's why I got it. And I got it from a blacksmith at Columbus, California. Columbia, California is a living ghost town. It was a gold mining town back in the day. Kind of like Bodie, and kind of like Virginia, but Virginia City is mainly Silver City. Bodie is both gold and silver, I believe. And then Columbia, California is gold. Second largest town back in the gold rush era, Columbia, California. Right now I'm in Sequoia National Park, and the place I'm standing on right now, it's called Moro Rock. This rock has been around, I believe, according to the website or the Wikipedia I was reading. You can Google it just to double check. I believe the rock existed in the Cretaceous period, so it's going to be here quite a while. Um, you know, it's going to be here definitely for sure. That it's going to be here when I'm gone. And if this rock can tell you stories, I'm pretty sure it's going to tell you a bunch of stories regarding the ages that passed through the valley, the beings that lived here. So this is like a top tourist destination in Sequoia National Park, kind of like half dome to Yosemite is. So Yosemite is quite a drive from here, not that far, but I've been there several times. So this is my second time to Sequoia and my first time to Moro Rock. Now, local legend is that there's a ghost in the trail at Moro Rock. So this is gonna be me trying to be respectful and trying to debunk local legends. Is there a ghost here? If there's a ghost here, can you make your presence known? I know it's daylight, but hey, a ghost is a ghost. Okay. So far, walking up the trail, nothing creepy, nothing supernatural happened. So, if there is a ghost, maybe it would show itself on a certain time, certain period, certain people, but I didn't encounter any ghosts or paranormal activity here. But the local lore is there is a ghost on the trail to Moro Rock. Now, it's highly recommended you stay within the boundaries of the railings. You wouldn't see tourists go beyond the railings, and that's the reason why places like Grand Canyon, Yosemite, has a lot of mortality and death rate with tourists because they would go beyond the railings and fall off the edge. So it's not the park's fault, it's the tourist's fault or the visitor's fault for not taking precautions. Feeling a little bit vertigo. Let's see, I'm just gonna check what time it is on the GoPro. So it's 26 minutes since it's been recording. I don't want to go just yet because it's quite a drive from my area to here. It's actually a 4-hour drive. I left the apartment around 12 in the morning. I got here at the park around 6 or no 5, and then I took a power nap and then continued to go driving the Gray Highway and hit Moro Rock around 7. So it's not a bad journey. I mean, like, it's a long drive, but the journey is not bad at all. It's like it's like a mini meditation for me, traveling to this place, away from big cities, away from your neighbors, away from problems in life. You know, if you got the certain anxiety, just go on a road trip. I'm gonna walk slowly, that way I'm recording the view a little bit longer. I can actually see a car driving the Green Highway, and I know what the driver is thinking. Man, it's a little twists and turns. Oh, now it's getting crowded. I see more than uh, 2 cars, so it's starting to pick up. Earlier, you barely encountered any car on the road, but now it's starting to pick up. Roughly around mid-afternoon, it's going to be packed with tourists and locals. It is a beautiful destination if you're here in Sequoia National Park. Remember, visit Moro Rock. It's worth the trip. Just gonna take my time and just walk slowly. Earlier I was in a little bit of a rush because I do know that the place gets crowded, judging by the postings of other people that came here. It does get crowded, so best be coming early. Okay, so this one, what's in the air? So, woo, that's a steep railing. Okay, What's in the air? A century ago, forest fire smoke often clouded summer views here. Today, particulate pollution, tiny bits of dust and chemicals more commonly blur the scene. What changed? People now limit the spread of most fires. However, many vehicles, industries, and agricultural process are producing particulates. Not all pollution can be seen. Formed from vehicle exhaust and common volatile fumes, ozone by itself leaves views clear. Yet it damages plants and animals, especially along air drainage. Good news, despite of the population growth, ozone has not increased much. Our efforts can make a difference. So, this little picture here is telling to take a deep breath. Might as well. Ah, smells like smoke because of the forest fire. Whew. Surprisingly, this high of a trail, there's a lot of bugs, like flies or wasps or something, buzzing around the area. Ah! Should have brought the spray to get rid. Never mind. It happens. Ah! I hate bugs. That is a steep, very long way fall, so I'm gonna be careful. Okay, let's see. I want to capture all the places in this area, so I want to make sure I take my time. So if I miss anything, I can still record it. Woo! Okay, making sure I don't slip. That's why I'm taking my time. There's no point of rushing. We're here to enjoy the view. Imagine you built your house like this on top of this rock, and you got stairs coming up and down to your house. It's kind of like living in a fortress. Be careful not to damage my camera. Although it's shock proof or shock resistant to a certain beating level, I just don't want to make sure. I just want to make sure my camera longer than my other ones because I can be rough with my equipment sometimes. So right now we're heading back down to the parking lot, to the car, but we're not going to rush. We're going to take our time. This trail is easier than the trails in Yosemite National Park. If you're not used to hiking, I would not recommend Yosemite because their trails, oof, can be tough on the legs and the joints, but it's worth it. Raven! Now, in metaphysical cultures, Raven is linked to the spiritual. In Alaska, I believe some Alaskans believe ravens can be tricksters. Some natives believe ravens are linked to the spiritual, and other cultures likewise. So it's an interesting thing that they link ravens to metaphysicals. I'm gonna see how many more areas I can go to in Sequoia because I'm kind of also interested in checking out a place called Silver City. It's in Bow Beach, California, and it's reportedly one of the old mining towns that has been moved from one lake to a different area. If not, I might go check out Sherman Tree or the cave. There's a cave in Sequoia called Crystal Cave. I'm gonna see if they're open. depends on my time inside the park, and depends if the area I'm interested in checking out is open to the public. Because at the moment, some areas are still closed to the public. Okay. Ooh. Okay, is that a scratch? It doesn't look like there's a scratch on the screen. Hmm. So far, the ghost. Local lore states that a ghost is seen in the trail. Nope, didn't say the ghost. So I would politely claim this place is not haunted. Although record states people did die on the trail due to changing weather, lightning strikes, you know, freak weather conditions. Okay, let's see. Maybe the reason why there's not a lot of people right now. Ooh, did you see that? There's a bear right there. There's a black bear right there. If you see the finger I'm pointing at, there's a bear right there. I'm gonna see if I can go closer, not to the bear, but closer to the railings. Because I got a stick, because this, I'm just gonna stay a little bit closer up here, not down there. But that is a bear right there. Eating berries and whatnot. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there's a bear right there. Where the stick is pointing. It seems to be there's a tag on the ear right there. That's a very black bear. Great. Now I'm stuck in the trail with a bear on one side and the car on another. Because that thing can run, so I'm not going to provoke it. I'm just going to wait till he's finished with his thing and I'll go. There he goes. See that? There's the bear. Yeah, I kind of scared it off. Loud banging sounds will scare it. You gotta make sure it works with bears, but you don't want to be close to it. You just gotta like give it the information that get out of the way. making sure they know that you're in the area. It works well if you're encountering a mountain lion. So the bear was there earlier. And I guess he's no longer there. He ran off. Whew, okay. Let's see. Ah, only my car is left. I'm gonna see how many more areas I can go to in Sequoia, because I'm kind of also interested in checking out a place called Silver City. It's in Bovage, California, and it's reportedly one of the old mining towns that has been moved from one lake to a different area. If not, I might go check out Sherman Tree or the cave. There's a cave in Sequoia called Crystal Cave. I'm gonna see if they're open. Depends on my time inside the park, and depends if the area I'm interested in checking out is open to the public. Because at the moment, some areas are still closed to the public. Okay. Ooh. Okay, is that a scratch? It doesn't look like there's a scratch on the screen. So far, the ghost. Local lore states that a ghost is seen in the trail. Nope, didn't say the ghost. So I would politely claim this place is not haunted. Although record states people did die on the trail due to changing weather, lightning strikes, freak weather conditions. see. Maybe the reason why there's not a lot of people right now. Ooh, did you see that? There's a bear right there. There's a black bear right there. If you see the finger I'm pointing at, there's a bear right there. I'm gonna see if I can go closer, not to the bear, but closer to the railings. Because I got a stick, because this, I'm just gonna stay a little bit closer up here, not down there. But that is a bear right there. Eating berries and whatnot. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there's a bear right there. Where the stick is pointing. It seems to be there's a tag on the ear right there. That's a very black bear. Great. Now I'm stuck in the trail with a bear on one side and the car on another. Because that thing can run, so I'm not going to provoke it. I'm just going to wait till he's finished with his thing and I'll go. There he goes. See that? There's the bear. Yeah, I kind of scared it off. Loud banging sounds will scare it. You gotta make sure it works with bears, but you don't want to be close to it. You just gotta like give it the information that get out of the way. Making sure they know that you're in the area. It works well if you're encountering a mountain lion. So the bear was there earlier. And I guess it's no longer there. He ran off. Whew, okay. Let's see. Only my car is left.